This is my name is Jesus. This is my channel, my first deck of tarot. And today on the channel, I am going to be doing a general next 24 hours reading, just to give general or basic insights or any confirmation or anything that you know you probably ask put it to the put out there to the universe, but we feeling as though we're not getting a response or an answer. Or if you just want to take a little check-in to see how the day might go, anything you might have to look out for. Or I like to personally believe, if it might be anything positive as well, that we could um capitalize on. I kinda get little um I get a little winded because this is my second reading, and the first reading of the Emperor was like a big card to do with it. So far, only doing next 24 hours reading to open up myself, and to get more comfortable doing the readings. Even though I am doing my practice and doing my research and want to get better as best as I could be for you guys to bring you guys as much accurate and uplifting, inspiring stuff as well, you know. So yeah. So we had three cards. The first card, again, just to bring out again, is the Emperor. So right off the way I get in, you might be a father, you might be somebody that people look up to in the community, you might be somebody a go-getter, a guy but a masculine energy. Um, the next card is the Hermit, you know, and I guess now is the time where so I just do my readings intuitively, right? And what I get in so far is that now is the time where a lot of the masculines, had to really do good introspection, make sure that they getting them things in order, they getting the prioritizing. You're getting your priorities straight basically. Because the third card out is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You know? So the masculine, the breadwinner, the head of the table, um the go-getter energy, should be really taking that time to do some introspection, to take that time away from stuff right now, because in the future, I don't really need to pay one on this, but I should say it anyway. In my country, we recently had a next shutdown, like a next lockdown, because our cases were rising, right? And I could see how this makes sense because where it is now, it have a lot of single fathers, it have a lot of women acting as fathers, and it's not about male or female really, but it's about the energy. So if for every household it have a masculine and a feminine energy, and you at different times there's embody them energies, even as being as a female, that emperor energy, that go-getter energy, that I need to overcome the trials, because it's like a lot of mountains. It's like really tall mountains in the back of the sky. But even we back to it, so it's like when it's really time to turn around and face that, like we going and having a corner to face that, and that is really why this hermit card showing up here. So that in the future, or even if it mightn't be, it's bound to be a possibility, because if this was upright, this would have been you know, stability, everything working out, everything being grand, everything being organized basically. And it's not that because it came out in the reverse. So again, my country recently had a next lockdown, so this makes a little sense to me. If it resonates with you, leave a comment on the thing. Leave a comment down to the bottom. Um, and if anything resonates, like, share, and subscribe to, you know, and get us out. If this reading is for you, or if you know somebody going through this, or who might be going through this, again, is not about male or female, private part is more about the energy. So that is basically the next 24 hours, that energy, that masculine go-getter, that provider, that fatherhood energy, going and do some serious introspection, because it's have a lot of news out there, it have a lot of things going around, it have a lot of different changes happening. And just asking for confirmation. Just asking for a little clarification on the mascot on the emperor. Just taking one card because it's not gonna do these things to them. Yeah. So you had the two of pentacles in the reverse. This is like the upright. This is like doing a lot. Yeah, and again, it's not a negative sense, right? Because in different readers, different thing. But I'm not getting into a negative sense. What I get in is that this card normally represents like juggling things, um, having more than one option, but basically like toying around, basically like giving your energy to multiple things. But I'm not getting that is negative things, or if it's had negative things, because it's in the reverse, is like you need to like come out of that energy and like work on it, prioritize, yeah, know what it is you're doing, basically come out of the juggling. If you're anything negative, if you're anything energy consuming, if you're anything that not serving your highest good right now, like you should just really let it go. One card to clarify the hermits. Just one card to clarify the hermit, please. One card to clarify the hermits. One card to clarify the hermit, please. One card to clarify hermits. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. So, you could be meeting somebody in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Most likely, I guess most likely meeting somebody in the Queen of Pentacles energy, the divine feminine energy, because the Emperor is like, it don't want to be like divine masculine, but it could represent like a strong masculine energy, clearly, right? And again, leaving behind the juggling, because for some reason, when you go into hermit mode, when you go into introspection, when you go into something, the things that matter really, and you really start to like prioritize and make that list. I don't know if this is somebody that you're meeting coming in towards you, or if this could be somebody who are wrong, or it could just be that this is somebody that you see in a totally different light. You see them now into the Queen of Pentacles light, which is somebody who nurturing, somebody who know how to deal with finances, a female energy, or a female who know how to um, sit still, look pretty, but hash your business down, basically. And it's either you could like, you have a chance to meet that, you could see somebody in a new light like that when you're going through a hermit mode. So that's why it's so important to like cut this crap, like stop the juggling. If you have anything toxic energy consuming, anything that not serving your highest good right now, it would be good to let go, because you might not necessarily be seeing this now, because this could be somebody who already in your vicinity, but you're just seeing them in this light, or this could be somebody coming towards you, and you don't want to have your mind, your emperor status all tied up and juggling, basically, because it's just basically the word for this guy, juggling. At least you don't want to have it tied up juggling negative things. One card on the Ten of Pentacles. Just to clarify, the Ten of Pentacles. One card on the Ten of Pentacles, please. One card on the Ten of Pentacles, just to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. As we see, Ten of Pentacles come out in reverse. Like, what should the viewer be aware of to, like, help better this? So you got this star card. I hope you're excited. So like you got this star card, right? I think new beginning. I think like when it is you've cut out the juggling and you really prioritize and you see what's important to you and stuff, you might find something that could really bring you out, could really make you stand out against the crowd, make you Or this could be somebody to you. You could be seeing somebody in this light. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, like um, Queen of Pentacles, this the Queen of Pentacles, in a way, should be the star in her own right. You know, like, but I can't even say too much about it because the reading basically saying what it's saying for itself. It's speaking for itself. Where it's like we may not see it now, next 24 hours. It's have trials and tribulations because as it had certain things change and a lot of things up in upheaval right now. A lot of things changing on a constant. Basically everything changing on a constant. But in order, or even if these finances get affected, because for some reason that's what's going on. And again, in my country, you know, we had a next lockdown, so it have an emotional aspect to it, it have a communal aspect to it, and yes, it have the financial aspect to, you know, how people go eat, how they go feed the family, stuff like that. So in order for that, the star card is saying that you would find something you never saw the same way before. You would meet somebody, a feminine energy, a divine feminine energy, who in that Queen of Pentacles with, you know, it's just like you really get hope to like do the nitty gritty work to bring the place back to that shining phase, that glorious phase. So I don't want to go too much into that. So there's just a normal tarot deck that, you know, my first tarot deck. So because that's the theme of the channel. So don't get too vexed with me if everything don't resonate. But if something do resonate, please like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about it, you know, because trying to do something different. But at the same time, too, I really hope that even if it's one person, like, you know, or they get something inspirational, or they just get like confirmation on something like that, I would like to leave that out in the comments so that, you know, like, that would be a little encouragement. The next deck I have is the Angel Heart Sigil. Second video and first video, I did not give this enough credits, right? But basically, this is a deck where it's deal directly with the angels. It has a lot of synchronistic and triggering symbols and drawings and paintings from different periods of time, basically. And you know, for people who going through stuff right now, especially who going through different phases, and like stuff might not necessarily be, you know, life a little crappy. It does be, but for people who going through different phases, people who going through different times, and you know, things might not necessarily be all well and stuff. This does help as well because we had the conscious mind and we had the subconscious mind. So even though sometimes we may not understand certain things on the conscious mind, the spiritual self recognizes, because the conscious mind, when we sleep, does close off. There's still close off and there's still, you know, get a rest time. The subconscious, however, never closes off. So, you know, just hope something comes through. By the way, I'm only doing like 2 of these cards for you guys. So that's 1. That's 2. Okay. So the first card is Raphael Sympathy. Sympathy. All right. Raphael Sympathy. Okay, so what I getting right off the bat is that the girl, she in this wandering state. You know, she in this wandering state, and she pets, even though you would think that the dog wouldn't understand, or the dog might be, you know, upon doing something else that's totally more dog interested, like the dog there with her as well. So it's like, you know, everybody in this, again, it's like, again, this strong masculine energy, this leadership energy, this, you know, if it's somebody to go and get it, it's that guy. You know, that is the kind of energy again. And it's like everybody just like, they're not hypnotized by it, they're not engrooved in it, they're not trapped by it or anything. It's not saying like it's bad, but it's like everybody like down his neck to like what we're gonna do basically. So that's what I'm getting for that. And this card, gonna get it from the book, Raphael Sympathy. It says sympathy, Raphael Sympathy. Great and archangelic healing occurs when Raphael brings the communion of the angels of Atlantis together in full sympathy. When they unify, their force is amplified beyond measure, and angelic sympathy may pour into the well being of another life form. For the angelic heart is boundless. Sympathy is the act that identifies with someone's challenge. Sympathy respects the unique journey of the soul's incarnation, of how each major joy and woe is chosen before incarnation to strengthen, enrich, and eventually make more loving the life odyssey. Do you feel held in the grip of conflict or resistance? If so, know that the choice of this card brings you immediately to Raphael's heart, radiating the deepest and most supreme love. And just like the loyal, loving dog who brings great succor to the child's feeling of injustice in the icon, you will be caressed by most tender sensation of angelic elixir. Yield to this, O dear one, and chant who through your sacral chakra, for this will bring you to a sweetness of divine love, and full support will immediately follow. So that was Raphael's sympathy. And the other card was Jophiel, Wonder. Again, on just like the pondering, just like, it's like this card says Wonder, but even though, yes, I know it's not that meaning of wonder they mean, but this card says Wonder, and they like, if you really know this word for that meaning, it's like they really wondering, like, so confirmation. And here we have like, again, the go getter. We have the Empress, the Emperor. But in this card depicting the Last Supper with Jesus Christ and the 12 disciples, basically. I just keep coming back to like a lot of pressure going and be like on the divine masculine because or whoever holding that divine or now I keep saying divine, who holding the masculine energy, that go getter energy, that provide that breadwinner energy, like they now in a state of contemplation wonder, basically. But at the same time it's also like a time to like prioritize, clear up like toxic things again. Like I feel because I keep getting toxic. Like every time I go to this guy, it's like I just keep getting toxic. Like it's now is the time to like release the toxic stuff that would not be serving you, that wouldn't be in your best interest. So that because you're not seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel basically, but with rest, with introspection, with meditation, with being the hermit, going into that the shell basically and like locking the world off a little bit, the Queen of Pentacles will come and she might be the star, she might bring along the idea that is the star, she might bring up, like that is the thinking and like next 24 hours, like that is what we're looking out for. We're not saying that things wouldn't be tough, we wouldn't have the little challenges because the Ten of Pentacles did come out to me first. But what we're saying is just that hold the faith, prioritize, use this time to see what really important, what not important. Wonder about it because we have to see how we're going to go get it basically. Trophiel Wonder. Get it from the book for you guys. Okay. So, in many ways, the famous painting of the Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci, shown in this icon, signifies the ending of one era and the beginning of another. The finality of the Piscean age and the arousal of the Aquarian age. Thus, divine feminine virtues are brought forth, extolling the power of life, compassion, and empathy. If you gaze just to the left of the Christ figure, you will see Mary Magdalene as a representation of this force. So, Jophia's heart sigil is asking you to behold the wonderment of your own life, the chorus of oh my goodness, of superlatives that may be occurring through your soul's sojourn as you relinquish the pains of the past for the joys of the future, as you let go of the old patriarchal paradigms for the allure of more heartfelt ways. Feel how your life can be defined in a completely different way. Chant through your heart chakra to be made rich by your quest for wonder. So, oh God, unfortunately, I had to go back to the word that I can't pronounce, right? So, patriarchal paradigms for the allure of more heartfelt ways. Feel how your life can be defined in a completely different way. It's like prioritize. I keep going I keep going to so that I can pronounce. Prioritize, take that time, like lock off the will, see what actually important to you, because you might never know. Like that Queen of Pentacles could be that again, you see somebody in a different light that you had around all the time, but you just didn't see there before. This could be somebody completely new, um, you know, and it. I'm sorry, I closed the book, but it's had something that say basically like okay, I totally lost it. But it goes back to like this star card. You might not be seeing it coming. You might not be seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You might not be seeing a way out of this. Like the stress might be bubbling here, but all the go-getters out there, like you could do it. Stay positive because it have good things around the corner. It might be that it's a single father energy or even a single mother energy as that divine masculine, but it might just have somebody with that Queen of Pentacles energy who could, really help, really support, really be there emotionally, not just so much financially, or be more financially, if not so much emotionally. However, the situation is take it and apply it to you once it resonates. And if it not resonates, then leave it because it's not for you. Um, all in all, though, I think that was a really positive reading. That was a good reading because, again, all over, all around the world, basically, in a lot of different places, at a lot of different times, at the same times, like a lot of things changing. And we still have to live, we still have to survive because we still have human needs and some of us still want to do things with our lives and stuff, and some of us still thinking like, for whoever might be meeting this Queen of Pentacles energy, or it even had it's something in the book. It had like something about the divine feminine energy would be coming through, and that was like so funny because we started off clearly with the masculine energy, but it did it, and then it had this said the feminine energy will be coming through, and then we had like boom after the hermit mode, the Queen of Pentacles energy. So I really, really hope that this was helpful. I really hope that if any of you guys in this situation who actually came to this video, that this actually helped. Please like, subscribe, share this video if you know somebody who might actually be going through this, because it will really come in handy. And just thanks for your time. If you stay through the whole thing, if you watch Peace Sides, thanks for your time.